So, how do we live in superconsciousness? That's where we're evolving to. And if you're living in superconsciousness, you're living in unconditional love. Your heart is open, your chakras are open, all your energy centers, and you're living at a very high frequency of love. What stops us from being superconsciousness is fear. Fear keeps us at a very low frequency. It's like a plug stopping us in activating our energy centers, in opening our heart. And fear has been used on the planet to control us. It was used by the churches to have power and control over us. Governments. If you can keep people living in fear, it dumbs you down. Because if you're living in fear, you're always on red alert, your body is contracted, you're living in stress. And when you're living in fear at a very low frequency, your immune system doesn't work really well. Because all these diseases are around, but things like AIDS, cancer, a lot of these diseases, dis-ease with the body, dis-ease with how you've lived your life, not anyone else's judgment, your own judgment feels you to feel shamed, contract, your body contracts, your immune system isn't working properly. So fear is a very big factor in not living a superconscious life. You're unconscious. You're just driven by fear, living in fear and worry and stress. And it's a very stressful way to live your life. It's like your whole body is wasting so much energy because you're always on red alert. It's you're in constant survival mode. So you have fear of survival, fear of what other people will say, fear of rejection, fear you're not doing it right, you're unlovable, unworthy, constant worry, constant stress. And that's what keeps the lid on not being able to evolve. So the way of evolution and what's happening now, we're realizing that there is nothing to fear. There really is nothing to fear. We are putting ourselves in pain and hurting ourselves. If we hurt another person, boy, we really hurt ourselves. It all comes back to us. There's no getting out of it. And things like AIDS, it's just you're beating yourself up so much, your immune system gets really weakened. So when you can come to love yourself and raise your vibration, because fear is the lowest vibration, it's very, very and you come to open your heart and live in love, the immune system kicks in. It's sort of like a juice inside kicks in, and you shift from, all this life is bitter, life's awful, life's a strain, life's just yucky. There's something like a juice that kicks in your body. I could feel the shift when it happened, and all of this bitterness got released from my spleen, from my third chakra, because I grew up with that, with scarcity, lack, worry, shame. I was ashamed of where we lived. And so your body just makes a whole shift, because once you start loving and accepting yourself and opening your heart, these energy centers can open, your heart opens, your throat opens, because now you can say what you want without fear of a rejection. So the whole world shifts for you. Your whole perception shifts, and then your whole body starts to live in a relaxed way. Love is coming in, and then this is how we started, like pure as a little baby, getting all our needs met, and it's only fear that got in the way. And we didn't fear when we were born, but that has been learned from society, and that has been quite a tool for people who want to dominate and control, to keep you in fear. Because if you're in fear, you can be controlled. So don't buy that victim ticket. I bought it for a while. It's a ticket to hell. You don't need to buy the victim ticket, because you're not a victim. And fear kept people in slavery. They were fear, they couldn't rebel. Fear makes a soldier be programmed and go and kill people. Fear. And it's really, there's a choice. You can live your life in fear, or you can shift and live your life in love. When you clear all your misperceptions, judgment, anger, judgment, shame, your whole body lives in love, because you're not judging yourself, anybody else. You're not fearing anybody. You're not living in red alert anymore, which is such a strain on your body. Your chakras can be clear and open, and you're really on a receiving mode. So you're open to receive. And your third eye here, your sixth chakra, it's like your antenna then goes up to the cosmos, to the source, to God, and you're communicating. And then, Deepak Chopra calls it the unified field of consciousness. Then you're in contact with this universal intelligence. It's rather like the internet. You can click on Google and say, I want to know about this or that. Then this information comes in. Well, your body's like that. When your antenna is on and clear, you say, oh, please guides, or the saints, or anybody that knows, please tell me about this. And so you get this flood of information coming down into your crown, and then you find out all the information on that. Oh, please help me with this. Once you start asking, there's guides, there's saints, the angelic realm, people from other planets, all too willing to help us learn to love again. Fear keeps them away too. Fear of the unknown. I have never seen anyone that is going to hurt me. They've all been constructive, that all want me to succeed, to share the message. There isn't one. But if you're afraid, you can say, please, anyone of the light, go away. If you be of the light, stay. If you're not, go away. You're always in charge. You're always a master of your own destiny. And once you realize that, you're not a victim, you're in charge, it's always your choice, then you're living a life in the superconsciousness. Because you're a master then. You've mastered living. You've mastered fear, worry, shame. Your emotions aren't taking you over. You no longer live in doubt. Once you get that you're the same atoms as God, why is there doubt? Why would you doubt the source that made the world? Why? What is doubt about? What is beating yourself up about? So suddenly, when you know without a shadow of a doubt, I always say I'm doing God's work, how can there be any doubt in what I'm doing? There's none at all.